Hi, welcome to another video. I'm here today to share with you a couple of swaps that I'm doing over at www.yourpaperpantry.ning.com, and I will put a link down there in the description so that you guys can go over there. They've got some really great swaps, and I've signed up for a whole bunch of them this month, but I'm excited about them. This first thing that I'm going to show you are my image tag swaps, and this month we were supposed to choose our favorite images, and I really hope you can see this image. These aren't new images, but it said to choose my 2 favorite stamped images, and they're really large. I mean, you can see, excuse my dirty fingers, I've been really crafting today, but anyway, you can see by the size of my hand how large these tags are, but I just love this stamped image. It's one of my very, very favorites. So I signed up for 2 spots of 10, and I just did these on white cardstock, and I did a deco edge on these tags. So that's my first spot. And my second spot, this is another of my most favorite stamps. And here it's the same size. And I hope you guys can see that. What it says is, the magic of music warms the heart and soothes the soul. I hope you can see that. I'll see in just a minute. But anyway, those are my 2 image swaps. And I've left them pretty plain so that people can feel free to distress the edges or add, you know, punched out pieces of pattern paper that would match, or, you know, they can distress. I've stamped them with StazOn ink, so, you know, hopefully that will inspire some people to do some things with those. The second thing that I'm going to show you is the So Crafty, S-E-W Crafty. Isn't that cute? That's the name of the swap. And this month we were to get 3 wooden spools, and I found mine at Michael's, and decorate them, and they have to have a memo pin so that people can put a photograph or whatever they want to. I went ahead and put something in my spool. I'm going to put that up close so maybe you can see. And I made a sign that says Earth Laughs in Flowers. And what I did to mine, I hope you can see this, is that I painted my spools first because they're pretty porous. And then I went over them with a crackle paint medium. And then I used some pattern paper from the Tim Holtz Cottage Garden. I'm still stuck on that paper. And I used that. I distressed it real well. I used Vintage Photo for that. And then I had some white lace that I also distressed with the Vintage Photo. And I also distressed the crackle paint with the Vintage Photo, although it's really pretty covered up, so you can't really see it. And then I did a spray of roses and distressed those as well. And more distressing on the rose that I put on top. These are just mulberry paper roses and leaves. And then I used Vintage Photo to distress all of it. And then on the memo pen, I did this Earth Laughs in Flowers, which I embossed that in the distressed weathered wood. And then I used the Cottage Garden papers that I distressed in Vintage Photos, and I popped them out with some dimensionals. I was probably off camera that whole time. Anyway, I popped them up with some dimensionals, and I figure, you know, whoever gets these little doodads, they can either keep them like they are, or they can, if it's a larger photo, that, you know, they could slip a larger photo behind and keep the sign behind the larger photo, or they can take this off and use it in something else and put a photo in the memo pen, whatever they'd like. But anyway, I made 3 that are pretty similar, and those are for my So Crafty swap. And if you guys have any question as to, you know, how I put it together or whatever, let me know. On the signs, all I did was I just embossed it on one square, and then I tore that square out, and then I tore another square out of that same line, but in a different pattern, and then I tore a third square out, and then I just popped them up. And so, anyway, I hope that answers any questions you guys have, and as always, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're having a happy crafty time. Alright, until next time, bye now.